everyone. Thank you again for joining us for Exploring Dream Vacations by Travel Pros. Tonight, we have a very special guest. We have Deborah Millington here from the Barbados Tourist Board. So excited about this because I did go to Barbados back in June. So I am so excited that you guys get to hear and see all the wonderful things that we got to do ourselves when we were there. And she's going to give you basically the travel guidelines about traveling, and then also the different resorts that are offered, all-inclusives versus not all-inclusives. And she has all the activities that you can do, from snorkeling to sailing. You have caves, all kinds of great stuff. So we do appreciate you being here with us again, and join us each week. We'll do a different show on different destinations and travel companies. My name is Jennifer Garris, and I'm with Travel Pros. I forgot to tell you who I was. And also, we have Miss Glenda here from Houston. She is also with Travel Pros. We are your partners in travel. We're here to help you plan that perfect vacation, especially to Barbados. Now I'll turn this over to you, Miss Deborah.
Okie dokie, thank you very much. So I am going to share my presentation right now. And here we go. Thank you everybody for choosing Barbados for your next vacation, especially your next. If you're planning a wedding, a honeymoon, Barbados is where you get to go. And I am based in New York. We have the office in Manhattan. I'm a business development officer with the Barbados Tourism Marketing, Inc. And we are so very glad that you have joined us today with Travel Pros. Thank you so much, Jennifer and Glenda, for including me this evening. So let's get into the presentation. First, I want to share with you a video. Can you hear the video at all? Oh, yes. Yes, perfect. Okay, that's the video on Barbados, and there's lots more to explore when you come in the destination. Barbados, for most people know Barbados as the home of the rich and the famous, but we are especially today home for those who want to get married, want to spend their honeymoon, who wants to go for a visit, etc., etc. Oh, here's the video again. So, I'm gonna fast forward it. Here we go. All righty. So if you're planning to travel to Barbados, like everywhere in the world, there are protocols, travel protocols, and Barbados, our main reason for putting protocols in place is to make sure you are safe when you get there, that those you're meeting will be safe as well. The nationals in Barbados are safe. And the protocols are, we have an app, a special app, but before I go into the app, let's confirm first. Before you leave the USA, you must have a valid PCR test, which you get like 3 days before you arrive into Barbados. When you arrive at the airport, they give you also a rapid test. As long as you get this rapid test, you don't have to quarantine. You get the results the same day, perhaps even before you leave the airport. If you do, there's some hotels that, they look out for you and they tell you, you can get your PCR test at the hotels. So if you get the PCR test at the hotel, remember the results are not known before like 48 within 48 hours. So if you have the chance to the opportunity to get a rapid test at the airport, do take it. If you have to get it at the hotel, that's okay too. But you will be quarantining for 2 days. And then you're free to go roaming all over the Barbados. I'm going to share this information with Jennifer with Travel Pros so that you can go through it piecemeal. All this information you will find at our visitbarbados.org, visitbarbados.org to find all the travel information on. When you're on island also, and you want to get a test, probably to go back, depending on where you're at, you can get the rapid test for sure at the gymnasium. You can get that the same day, or, with no rush, you get it the day before. A rapid test, I think, to come back to the USA, or a PCR test. You can get that 3 days before you leave the island. The hotel can arrange that. There are some public facilities where you can go and get a PCR test. But the rapid test is only one place. That's the gymnasium just outside of Bridgetown. All right, so let's talk about this downloading the BIMSafe app. That's where you get lots of information on the travel protocols. That's where you can store your vaccination. Yes, I'm talking about vaccinations. It's easy traveling to Barbados with a vaccination. Then you don't have to quarantine for 5 days. If you do, because they have to be so sure that you are safe, everybody else is safe. So as long as you're vaccinated, you just get the test at the airport, the rapid test, and there's no need to quarantine. But if you're not vaccinated, you have to quarantine for 5 days. And on the 5th day, you take that PCR test. And as long as you're negative, on the 2nd day, you get the results and you're good to roam. But I'm sure you would prefer to be vaccinated before you travel. And I'm sure that also, if you're on cruise, you're going on a cruise, Jennifer, if you have, you're booking persons with cruise, vaccinations is absolutely necessary for those who are going on cruises. And, from last year, or from actually the beginning of 2020, when the Caribbean had closed because of COVID, the pandemic, Barbados had opened its ports for all these cruise ships to pass through to get their passengers safely back to their destinations. And for that, we have reaped many dividends, and there are quite a lot of cruise lines that are home porting in Barbados. So it makes it easy for you to fly into Barbados, catch your cruise, your preferred cruise, and go wherever you have to around the Caribbean and come back to Barbados. You might want to stay a day or two, cruise and stay, that kind of thing. But definitely make sure you're vaccinated, preferably you're vaccinated. And as I said, for further information, you can go on our website, barbadostravelprotocols.com, or visit barbados.org. Okay. I hope you're putting your questions there for me so that I can answer them sooner or later. Let's talk about Barbados as a destination of high quality, high standard of living. And we have invited the whole world to come to Barbados. You have the time, you have the means, come to Barbados on a 12-month welcome stamp. Lots of your clients can do that, get married and stay in Barbados and work. You can even bring your clients, bring your family to go to school there. And let me play a short video for you on And that's where it's move to Barbados, work here, and live here. That's an awesome place to go. And I'm not sure you were sending me a message. Oh my goodness, why does this do that? And then, yes, and here we are. My screen is pretty small, but I'm going to talk from here. This is where Barbados is located in the Caribbean itself. You see the larger islands like Haiti and Dominican Republic. You pass the whole archipelago of Caribbean islands all the way down. Some people say it's hard to get to Barbados, but I say it's even harder to leave. So Barbados is in that yellow dot. All the way to the most easterly of all the islands in the Caribbean. We're outside of the hurricane belt. I could probably, we're outside of the hurricane belt. And because of that, Barbados is a flat location, and we all over, we're not in the, as I said, we're not in the hurricane belt, and we do not get volcanoes. Barbados is usually flat of coral limestone, etc. Here is a map of Barbados. Let me see if I can see some of this, because my screen is pretty small. I don't know how to make it much bigger. And we're 166 square miles. Our capital is Bridgetown. The other towns are included, our whole town. That's where the English first landed in Barbados. Speightstown and Oistonstown. I'm sure quite a lot of people are familiar with Oistins. That's our smallest town. It's a fishing town, and it transforms into a party zone on, especially on Friday nights. Jennifer, have you gone to Oistins?
I wanted to for the fish fry.
You have to come back. Gosh, and it's so close to Sandals.
Yes, and they told us that to go, it wasn't that Friday night, it wasn't going to be super packed, and they wanted to take us to dinner that night. Oh, so I'm like, I couldn't pass up going to dinner with Marsha.
Right, I went last year, and it was awesome. Just to see the people there and having fun and eating food and so on. I'll talk more about that later. It always impassions me. That's why. And so our official language is English, so no problem to the Americans. There are Barbadians who speak Spanish as well, like me, and French. Actually, Spanish is supposed to be our second language, but more often than not, you will hear dialect. Have you heard the dialect? Have you heard? Do you understand what we say? Because sometimes people say we talk so fast, it sounds as though we're speaking a different language. But our dialect is a mixture of French, Spanish, African, oh my goodness, every kind of language all mixed up into one. But it is so colorful for us. And of course, our exchange, we have Barbados dollars, and the equivalent of $1 US is like 2 Barbados dollars. You get 2 for 1, your money stretches further. $2 for 2 Barbados dollars for $1 US. And these are different, these sections you see, we are divided into parishes, as in parishes, because as I said, again, British, and each parish has its own Anglican church. Barbadians are mainly Anglican, of Anglican religion, but we have all types. There's Catholics, we have, we have Jewish, of course we've got some Jewish synagogues in Barbados. There's the Baha'i, there's a Hindu, and we all live happily together. Barbadians say that God is a Bajan. Sometimes they say that because it's so religious. It's such a religious place. Maybe on every street corner, you'll see a church. That's for sure. And next to the churches, believe it or not, they're rum shops.
Sounds like Tennessee.
So yes, the guys would joke. I've heard of this many times. Barbadians on Sunday, especially the guys, go into the rum shops on Sunday mornings and then into the churches filled with the Spirit.
They're extra happy and extra thankful.
That's right. Okay. So let's talk about Airless. I wanted to bring this up a little bit more, but I can't see. How can I get oh no, where are you going so fast? let's go back here to my airlift. Can I see from the grid? What did I do? Is that going to help me with my airlift? No. Okay. But Jennifer, I'm going to share this grid with you so that you can see exactly and you can, propagate it to your clients. From New York right now, 4 times a week, JFK, out of JFK, JetBlue flies from June, right now to November, right up to November, daily out of JFK. And from December, we will have twice a day. Newark, we also have JFK right until December, once a week. And Boston to November, once a week. And from December, twice a week. Those of you who are coming out of Miami and probably from the West, right now to September, 5 times a week. From October to November, it's daily. And November, the second half of November, right up to December, twice daily. And in December, the second half of December, there'll be 3 times a day. Charlotte, we have until, August is gone. So from up to November, we will have once a week. And then December, the first half of December, twice a week. And the second half of December, daily. Okay. As I said, I'm going to give you that information to share with your clients. So here we have Barbados accommodation, one of our best assets, apart from the people, friendly, hospitable people. Our accommodation sector is awesome. It's a wide range of 5-star, even triple diamond, like Sandy Lane Hotel, where you want to definitely get married or have your honeymoon. And places like the Crane, which are 5-star hotels. Barbados has a wide and varied range of accommodation product, from luxury, as I said, hotels to 3 5-star. And those who want to stay long, like as in the, those who want to do the welcome stamp, there are some 3-star bed and breakfast properties where you can stay for as long as you like. And of course, one of our best kept secrets is the strong villa product that we have in Barbados on island. And they're excellent for groups and families, multi-generational families, etc. Then we have a host of accommodation. They're not only, I remember there was a time when we only had EP hotels, but now because we know that North Americans prefer all-inclusive, we have almost 20 all-inclusive hotels in Barbados. We have the brand, we got the Marriott's, and as you know, the Elegant Hotels, which are 7 properties in Barbados, they're all part of the Marriott brand. And those of you who have points, you can use your points, or when you book with Travel Pros, and you're having a package, a wedding package, it puts a wedding package for you, you can book you can go and stay at one of the Marriott hotels. We have the Hyatt that's on coming up, as well as Wyndham. We have the Sandals, as you know, and we'll talk more about the Sandals later. Jennifer, you've had the opportunity to stay in the Sandals as well as I did last year, December. I had an awesome day, awesome weekend at Sandals. So some of the other hotels, the all-inclusives include like Abida and right down to the Waves Hotels and Spa. And I'll go through some of these individual hotels with you. Say, for instance, there's the Crystal Cove and Waves Hotels and Spa. These are part of the Elegant Hotels by Marriott. The Crystal Cove is located on the west coast. I should have mentioned that on the west coast of Barbados, the water is very, very calm. But I'll show you some more about the west coast of the island later. But the Crystal Cove is all-inclusive, as well as the Waves Hotel and Spa. And what I like about the Waves Hotels, every client gets a free spa treatment. It has a family section as well as an adult section. And as I was saying, on the West Coast or the Platinum Coast, where you find most of the high-end hotels are located, the waters are calm, absolutely calm. This is on the Caribbean side, as I said, and the waters are purely beautiful for children, especially who love the water and to swim. And here we have Sandals, both Sandals Barbados and Sandals Royal. For those who don't know, Royals added some extra rooms, like 20 odd extra rooms, and they have a total of about 500 rooms now in Barbados. They are our largest, group collection of hotels in Barbados. And this is where you want to spend a quintessential honeymoon or wedding experience. It is awesome for you. Yes, so the West Coast is best for snorkeling. Yes, it definitely is. I've seen that message or that question, Jeffrey. It definitely is. And most of the hotels on the West Coast offer a lot of water sports, complimentary part of their package. So that should not be a problem at all. But talking about Sandals Barbados and Sandals Royal, they're both, interconnecting hotels. They're close to each other. They're on the South Coast, located on the South Coast, with lots of water sports activities. I tell you, if I were to talk, Jennifer and I were to talk about our experience at Sandals, I thought I had gone to heaven and come back to earth. Because it was the treatment, the experience, and the service level is to the max. It is awesome. And I was in the Sandals Royal, where the butler service, oh my goodness, you've got to go to experience it yourself, please, please. It's an adult only for couples. I was fortunate. I got my own room. I was in my own house, for myself. And I enjoyed those 2 days there in that enjoying butler service, and the restaurants, like 13 restaurants on property. Oh my goodness. Do you ever want to eat anywhere else? And the food in Barbados is to live for. You hear what I say? Yes, it definitely is. So let's pass on to another hotel before I go back dreaming some more about staying in Sandals. So the Ocean 2 Resort is going to be reopening, and it's going to be called O2 Beach Club and Spa. It's going to be a 5-star hotel. I'm going to show you a video of it later on. And its sister property is a Seabreeze Beach House. So both of them are, the O2 is going to be all-inclusive, as well as the Seabreeze Beach House is. And these 2 hotels are on the South Coast, not far from Sandals as well. Barbados has a particular area on the south, on the West Coast. Almost all of them are located on the Caribbean side, where you can swim and have excellent times, experience in the water in Barbados. So let's go on, because you'll see a video on these 2 properties later. And then we have other luxury EP hotels and villas, such as Cobbler's Cove and Fairmont Royal Pavilion. Many people are familiar with Fairmont, the brand. I should have mentioned the Fairmont as a brand. These hotels are almost 4.5 style. They're boutique, elegant hotels, excellent for weddings and honeymoons as well. Every hotel has its own vibe, its own mood, its own clientele. And as you know, Barbados gets most of its clients from Britain. And right now, the majority are coming from the USA because of the lockdowns, and so on that were coming, that Britain was experiencing. And we also get quite a few of them also from Europe. But Cobbler's Cove and Royal Pavilion, you could find the majority of clients there are British. These are all located on the ocean, of course, and we will send you some more information on them at a later date. 2 other hotels I'd like to highlight, also on the West Coast, are Coral Reef and Sandpiper. These are 2 magnificently beautiful hotels on the West Coast. They're EP, hotels, of course. There are queen, and you know, when I think of a Victorian style accommodation with the backdrop of beautiful blue ocean and calm water for swimming, you get snorkeling and so on and so forth. And these hotels also offer water sports activities. You and your partner can go out and do a banana slide in the water. You can go and do catamaran cruises right on the ocean. If you like snorkeling, if you like surfing, and so on and so forth. These hotels mainly offer those as part of their package. We also have the Crane. The Crane Beach Hotel is a 5-star hotel located about 10 minutes away from the airport. That's on the southeast side where the waters, oh my goodness, massage you terrifically. If you have a sore back or something like that, you want to go in the ocean and be massaged and with get the hands of the ocean tides to massage you. Oh my goodness, where are we going? Right back here. So as I said, the Crane Beach has about 3 or 4 restaurants on property. We also have Little Arches that is located near Oystonstown in Christchurch. Just another 15 minutes in the opposite direction of the airport, of our Grantley Adams International Airport. That's the Little Arches. And that's a very small hotel, about 10, 15 rooms, very boutique, excellent for weddings and honeymoons, for your privacy, and so on and so forth. We can also talk about, here's where we talk about villas accommodation for those, if you all of your rich and famous clients, let's see if this, right, Jennifer would love you for sending them to Port Ferdinand or St. Peter's Bay. These two are sister properties. Villas, you can get like 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom villas. There's adjoining rooms and so on. And the Port Ferdinand specifically has its own marina where your clients who have, if they have sailing boats or yachts, can moor their yachts right in front of their yard. And as they sleep, the yacht is right there because there is a marina right inside the the pool area of the villas. These villas are especially for, as I said, multi-generational families, for weddings and honeymoons, small business groups, that really want to get, your celebrity clients would love to be here at St. Peter's Bay or Port Ferdinand. And these are both located on the west coast of Barbados. So you remember, all over Barbados, there are villas, especially in the Sandy Lane area. I didn't highlight Sandy Lane, I wonder why, but Sandy Lane, as you know, is, as I said, is a 5-diamond property. Is our initial, or you can say is our signature hotel in Barbados. Clients mainly, and it's probably throughout the year, 90% full, and their high repeat clientele is amazing, like 95% probably are. So if you're going to send clients there, you have to make sure that you get on that list. If you want them to experience the high service level and the class that the Sandy Lane offers and the villas offer in Barbados. And as I was saying about villas, they're all over the Sandy Lane estates. They're all over on the west coast, but you can find some on the south coast as well. All right. So remember, Barbados is your destination for high class living. If you want to really get away from the crowd, it's a safe destination. No harassment. Even the stars like to come to play in Barbados because they know they're not harassed. They're not paparazzi there that would, hung them or anything. You're a paparazzi. Were you hung in Barbados, Jennifer? Of course not. Definitely not. So let's go on. And for your clients who are looking for long stays, who want, I don't know if you do budget, but for those who are out there looking for to stay 6 months, 12 the whole year in Barbados. We have a collection of hotels called the Intimate Hotels of Barbados, where you can, with golf courses, they have agreements with golf courses around, especially the Barbados golf course that's in the vicinity. The majority of these hotels are in the Christchurch area, not far from the airport, Grantley Adams International Airport, but they're located all over. Especially in the St. Lawrence Gap area. And St. Lawrence Gap is an area, one long street thronged with hotels, restaurants, nightlife, shopping, banking facilities, etc., where you can find them all over Barbados, but specifically in the St. Lawrence Gap area, a street where, partying never ends till very, very early in the morning. And these budget accommodations are for weddings, honeymoons, or for if you want family fun, etc., etc. And I would like to highlight, there are two of them I'd like to highlight. There's the All Seasons, that's on the West Coast. It's not on the beach, but they have transportation that they can take you there and back. And then there is the Infinity on the beach that's located in the same St. Lawrence Gap area. All right. Let's go. Remember, I talked about the beaches. So look at the South Coast. That's the South Coast where, for instance, Sandals is located. You see a little kick in the water, the activity, excellent for swimming too. Look at the West Coast. Do you see a ripple there? Calm, beautiful. You will want to dream there the whole day. Some people just come for the beach, sit down on the beach and listen to the water, little waves lapping the shores, and you feel so refreshed and refined, especially those who come for relaxed health and wellness. Oh, that is perfect. That is superb place to be in Barbados. And there's the famous Crane Beach, a very long, large beach on the southeast coast of the island. Remember where the Crane Hotel is located. And this is where the Atlantic and the Caribbean meet. So the waters could be more alive, more active than on the South Coast itself. But definitely on the Atlantic coast, on the East Coast, it's completely different from the South Coast or the West Coast. And there are some billowing waves. And this is where people from all over the world come if they want to surf when the waves get like 13 feet high and so on, especially during the September, October, November period. The throngs of young people come in the East Coast. It is not recommended for swimming. So those who are surfing are hardened swimmers. They're excellent swimmers. And therefore, you can go as wade in the water, sit down in the turf and soak in water and sweet or something like that, but it's not recommended for swimming. There are a few hotels in that area, and they're frequented by people who come for relaxation, privacy, health and wellness reasons, who come to write, and so on and so forth. I can tell you of some people or authors who have come to Barbados and chose that quiet area just to write their novels, write their memoirs, et cetera, et cetera. So now you know about Barbados, the contrasting side coastlines of Barbados, and it's especially this Atlantic East Coast, it's beautiful and unspoiled. I hope it lasts like that forever, but you never know. With signs of times of built up area, and you bring this, then the next maybe another railroad will come. But it's beautiful and unspoiled right now. So here we go. At this point, who wants to have a shot of rum with me? But you'll have to drink it by yourself, because I can orange juice. I will take the orange juice. But rum, Barbados is the birthplace of rum. Let me get close and read this. It's distilled since 1703, and it is a smooth. Everybody who's tasted rum, they want to take home some when they come to Barbados. You can buy those at the duty-free shops at the airport and in stores in Bridgetown. They take home that as a gift, or they take it for themselves. The rum is served all over in the rum shops. You can go there, and it's like a social meeting place. You're not going to the rum shops, and these rum shops are located all over Barbados. You're going there not only to drink and toast rum with somebody else, but you might meet a local and get into some very vibrant conversation. You can talk about topics from whatever, from cricket, yes, which is our number one sport, from cricket to politics. You can talk marriage, you can talk girlfriends and marriage breakups and whatever. But the rum shops are usually a place where people come to meet and drink some rum, eat a little panini bread with cheese, or bread and two and fish and so on and so forth. It's a really amazing talking point for Barbados. So in Barbados, there are about 4 different distilleries. Am I saying right? So you can go to any of the 3 of the operational distilleries right now, facilities on island. That's a must do. You can tour and see how rum is made. There, as we talk about the rum shops, where you get fantastic way of sampling rum, etc. And the first and only island to be Zagat, or Barbados is the only place where rum, because of our culinary expertise, Barbados is the only place in the Caribbean that's been Zagat rated. They've rated not only our restaurants, our nightlife, our hotels, and even our golf courses have been rated. So you know that you're talking about excellence in Barbados. The quintessential way to spend a holiday is in Barbados. You find everything up to marks wherever you want. So let's move on to from gastronomy into more gastronomy. We usually host a Barbados Food and Rum Festival. That's usually in October or November. Because of COVID, I don't think that's happening this year. But we have the rum. If you come to Barbados, you can sample it at your restaurants, wherever you go out and mingle with a Barbadian or so and taste and sample the rum. That's where the rum comes from. And lots of activities, festivals. There's never a dull moment in Barbados. Oh my goodness, even in COVID time, there's no dull moment, trust me, because the restaurants are still open. You may not get them as clustered as before, but you go in and you still partake of a meal, and a delicious meal. We talk about Barbados hosts a number of vibrant and spectacular festivals throughout the year. Hopefully next year will come with a change. We got those of you who love reggae music. We got the festival, Elan Trotman Jazz Excursion. And for those who love Gospel Fest, there's Gospel Music Festival happening in Barbados. And talk about Crop Over. Crop Over is our largest festival. And whenever people think of festival, they think of fun. They think of letting loose. They think of letting their hair down and coming and meeting people and having a good time, to laugh and to talk. And after this COVID time, of course, who wouldn't want to, be out there and having a jolly time? So that usually takes place. The culmination is usually from the last week of July and culminates the first Monday in August. And that last day is called Kadooment Day, where anything happens. You're fully costumed, and clients from all over the world can come and be part of a band and jump up in a festival. So let's hope that next year brings a change and people can come and have a wholesome time, just having camaraderie, having a good time with Barbadians and their friends. So if you're coming, make sure you book early so as not to be left out on a plane where you have to probably go through the other islands and then, island hop and so on. You want to come direct on American or JetBlue or any of the other island aircraft that would be coming into Barbados around that time. So lots of things to happen, not only for the beach lovers and so on. There's heritage, and culture in Barbados. And as you know, Barbados is British, and there's a long history, very bright history of colonial past. So what you're looking at here is what we call the Nicholas Abbey. It's one of the oldest Jacobean houses that still exists in the Western Hemisphere. You talk about a rich, unique history, a meeting pot or it says a melting pot of Amerindian, West African, and European cultures. That's what you get for our heritage. And historic towns such as Speightstown, known as Little Bristol. If you're British, you have your British history. England was called Little Bristol at one point, and Holtung, as I said, that's where the English first landed in Barbados, and that's a little small town on the west coast of Barbados. And it also says, yeah, that's the first, and Barbados was settled since 1627. And by the way, our independence from England was the 30th of November, 1966. A little, factoid for somebody to remember. November 30th, 1966. And here we have some more heritage facts. The capital, as I said, is Bridgetown, and it's a UNESCO heritage site since it contains many firsts, onlys, and ifs and ofs. The third oldest parliament in the Commonwealth is in Bridgetown. Jennifer, did you tour Bridgetown? Did you go into Bridgetown? Oh, yes. And that's where you can do lots of shopping. If you're a history buff and you want to learn lots about the Barbados and its history, Bridgetown is there. You can join one of the tour guide groups and tour the heritage site of Bridgetown. The oldest parliament in the Commonwealth is in Bridgetown. And when I say the Commonwealth, I'm talking about the British Commonwealth. Yes, the oldest Jewish synagogue in the Western Hemisphere. You see all of these oldest of, first of, the Naidi Israel Synagogue for those who are of the Jewish faith, and the British Garrison Savannah and George Washington House. Did you know that the only place George Washington, and that's, I'm talking about your first president, founding father of the United States of America, the only place he visited outside of continental USA was Barbados. Imagine that. Yeah. So history could have been so much different had he not come to Barbados. Actually, he brought his brother there, who was ailing. So let's talk marriage. Oh, this is a very focal point. Barbados is tailor-made for weddings and honeymoons. I know the majority of people who come to Barbados want to get married on the beach. Yes, with the beautiful backdrop of the ocean and the wind blowing in the hair and so on and so forth. And it's a healthy atmosphere. It's a perfect destination for weddings, honeymoons, and even for popping the question. Imagine that. Yes, of course. To renewal of vows as well. Beautiful gardens, and these are where the backdrops where people prefer to have their weddings. White sand beaches. What is this? Luxurious villas. Yes, they can have their wedding at a villa, especially if the wedding group is pretty small. And boutique hotels. Place island on, a place where on the island of any couple's wish list of where to say I do, of course. And specifically, there's no waiting period. You do not have to stay on island a day or two. You can get married the same day. You come off a cruise, you book a cruise, Jennifer or Glenda, you can get set up, make arrangements for your client to get married in Barbados and go back on the cruise the same day. That is spectacular. That's awesome. Yes, so come on, get married in Barbados. So we have lots of activities, especially for health and wellness. For those who come into Barbados for health and wellness, you get yoga, even all the beach activity, lots of places you can go and hike and so on and so forth. You come just to sit down on the beach and do your yoga and do exercise and so on and so forth. I can send you some more of that. And for those who coming on their honeymoon, you can, the two of you and your spouse can join in during the December, can join in a fun run. It's happy. That's how you start your and I know there are lots of couples who do that as a normal day-to-day thing. You can continue it on your vacation to Barbados. Come on, come and renew your vows in Barbados and join in the fun of running. That usually happens in December, the first weekend in December. And if you have urge for an adrenaline rush, come and drive one of these racing cars. Come and have a fun time driving a racing car. And it's allowed. You can come and learn how to do that. Lots of sailing activities, go and sail, rent a sailboat, go fishing, lots of surfing activities, outdoor adventure, go swim. We recently started the Barbados Dive Fest that takes place annually during July. Then we also have the Barbados Open Water Swimming Festival. Lots of activities. As I said, there's never a dull moment in Barbados. And one of the things I love of this adventure is the Harrison's Caves. For me, it's the eighth wonder of the world, of beautiful stalactites and majestic stalagmites, cascading waterfalls, plunging pools, crystal clear water. And you can go on tour and you can see people are wearing the hats because of the water that drips from the ceiling. Of course, there's still formation of cool water that drops right on your hats, and so on, you're protected. So this Harrison's Cave is probably closed right now, and when it reopens, after its renovations, it's going to have places where people can go and have lunch and have retreats and so on and so forth, have even weddings, etc., etc. So that's your eighth wonder of the world, called Harrison's Caves in Barbados. Yay! And my favorite place. I was born in Christchurch, so whenever I go home, I have to go to Oistins. Oistins is the quintessential experience of meeting, where you go to meet a Barbadian, and you feel so safe and happy, just eating food in the open air. You sit down on like picnic benches and you order the food. It's reasonable. You can get your along with your carbohydrates. You can get fish of any type, mahi-mahi, tuna, swordfish, dolphin. And this is not flipper, of course. It's not flipper, remember that. People ask, is that flipper? No, it's not flipper. We don't do that to flipper. No. And you can get all types of red snapper. And there's also lobster and shrimp. If you want that kind of those shellfish, you can get those as well. And it's not only fish. But people don't come to Oistins just to eat steak or beef or pork, chicken. If you want those, yes, but they prefer the fresh fish that is caught the same day by the fishermen who go down to the deep waters and bring back these fish for us to eat. And it's a place that you can unwind. There's dancing, there's music and camaraderie. You can meet a friend there for life. Trust me, I have done that. I have friends there that I've met from all over the world whenever I go to Oistins, because you feel happy, there's a camaraderie, you feel safe, etc., etc. So, Jennifer, when we go back to Barbados, I'm including you have to go to Oistins. Yes. So here are some other activities, soft adventure activity that you're, have a calm day out in the sun in Barbados, like places like Cocoa Hill. And Barbados has a ninja showdown, believe it or not. There are lots of places where you can go and have hikes and guided tours in Barbados. And we finish with, this is for you, Jennifer, your Barbados Elite Club, you're a member. And for your clients, this is the best thing that you want to be a member of the Barbados Elite Club. And we say, thank you all. We want to see you in Barbados soon. So call up Jennifer and Glenda and book your weddings, your honeymoon, your vacations, what have you. Thank you, Jennifer. It was a pleasure.
Well, this has been wonderful.
Yes.
We have about 5 minutes left. Does anybody have any questions? You could definitely put them in our chat box. And then we can always get back with you if you guys are looking to book your vacation. Glenda and I are here, and we are partners with Barbados, as you've seen. And all of the different properties that she listed here is stuff that we can book for you, whether you want to travel in a couple weeks or next year. We do have a payment plan, so we make it easy for you. We also have, of course, cancellation insurance in case there is something that comes up and you're not able to travel. but we will definitely help to get you there. You do need to have a valid passport. You do have to have your COVID test. Hopefully in the future that's going to change, when things start to get back to normal. But personally, I've been here twice and I have loved both times that I have gone, and I am ready to go back again. Every year we try to go somewhere for Thanksgiving. This year we're going back to Jamaica, but last year before we were in Barbados. So it's like maybe we're going to alternate between the two. It has become one of our favorite locations, and I know it will be yours as well. Glenda, we're going to get her there. She
Yes, please.
didn't get to make it last time because of flight delays and everything, but she's going to get there pretty soon, and we're very excited. So
do we have time to show that video?
Sure.
You have it, or should I pull it up?
I think I can.
Yes, please. Yes. Let me start presenting.
So let's go ahead and get started and talk about Ocean Hotels Group. Ocean Hotels Group is a group of 3 hotels located on the southwest coast of the island, and they are about 10 to 15 minutes away from the Grant Lee Adams International Airport, making it super close and convenient for your clients once they arrive. I'm going to briefly touch on South Beach, which is an incredible 4-star all-suite property. This sits on the southwest coast, and it is right directly across from the Rockley Beach area. What I like about this is South Beach will pack a full cooler of picnic and goodies for them. They will always have a lounger and umbrella. And the location, which is a downtown area, is really convenient for clients who want to walk right out the door and into nightlife. As you can see, hence the name South Beach, it's got a really fun and funky vibe in terms of the decor. I would say when you're qualifying guests for this resort, definitely good for families who might be on a budget or for your younger demographic travelers. All of the rooms at South Beach, as I mentioned, are suite accommodations. So that means that they are self-catering. So whether it's a junior suite, they can have pull-out sofa beds, or the 1-bedroom suite having a full kitchen area. So really good for them, again, to stock their goodies if they want to do breakfast on their own or just venture out for the day and to explore the nightlife of Barbados. So again, definitely good in terms of just a nice, clean accommodation, funky decor, and chic, and good for those that, again, want to be on their own. There is one restaurant on property and a bar, which I showed before in the pool area. So definitely on-site catering, but really good for those who want to be on their own in terms of that aspect. Moving over to our 4.5-star all-inclusive Seabreeze Beach House. This resort opened over the last couple of years, and so it's still pretty new. And you can see the layout. We offer 1,000 feet of beautiful beachfront, and the way that the property is laid out, everything is facing that beautiful beach side. So all the way over on the left-hand side, you see the classic collection room types with the adults-only pool, and then all the way over on the right, you see our other 2 outdoor pools, the family pool and lap pool, with some more classic collection rooms, and then the mahogany suites, which are in the center of the property. When the clients enter, they will be welcomed with cold towels, a welcome cocktail or soft drink, and get them checked into their room or right directly on that beach area. This is a swimmable beach, absolutely stunning. No one has to fight over loungers here. And there's 2 different types of room categories. So the classic collection rooms go up to 2-bedroom suite accommodations, sleeping up to 6 people. These are either poolside or ocean view rooms. And then, of course, we have the luxury collection rooms, which actually go up to 4-bedroom suite accommodations, sleeping up to 10 people. So a nice large group family gathering, multi-generational travelers, all can sleep together in these units. Something else to note about these, they will come with extra amenities. These are also referred to as our mahogany suites. So they will have pre-stocked mini bars, which are restocked every day, nightly turn-down service, complimentary beach bags on arrival, and daily in-room canapé selection. I love the layouts of these suite accommodations. We have a lot of connecting room options as well. So when you're qualifying clients for Seabreeze, definitely good for the multi-bedroom, multi-generational traveler. What's included in that amazing all-inclusive? So we've got 6 on-site dining outlets for them to choose from. They will have access to complimentary kids club, non-motorized water sports, nightly live entertainment, and more. Out of all of the drinks and dining options on Seabreeze, I would say my 2 favorites are the private chef's tasting table, which seats up to 10 people. This is a 5-course dining experience, and that mahogany table was actually carved out of an actual mahogany tree. And we have our very own rum shop on site. So whether they want a rum-infused coffee in the morning or a rum-infused cocktail in the evening, this is an amazing spot for them to just relax and veg out. There are 122 rooms at Seabreeze and 6 on-site dining outlets. So really good for them to have a lot of opportunities in terms of dining, whether they want something casual on the sand or a little bit more upscale and refined. Showing here our Cerulean restaurant, which is our fine dining option. As I mentioned earlier, we do have 3 outdoor pools. This is the lap pool. We also have on the other side of the property the adults only pool and section. Those loungers are absolutely as comfortable as they look. And then, of course, we have the kids' family pool connected to where our water sports is. So really, really great. We are offering up to 55% off stays through to some dates in 2022. So we encourage your clients to book far out and they can enjoy that amazing resort. On to the piece de resistance for Ocean Hotels Group, the brand new 5+ star all-inclusive O2 Beach Club and Spa. This will be officially opening fully October of 2021, so the countdown has certainly begun. What can clients expect with the new O2 Beach Club? There will be 130 luxury rooms and suites with some swim out room options, 3 outdoor pools, including 2 that will be just adult only. We'll have 6 on-site dining options and 7 bars. 1 will be a roof deck experience. We'll have a late night bar selection, and 2 will be swim up. We'll have 3 different types of room categories to choose from, which I'll go over in a second, but this will be a truly luxury, all-inclusive experience. And so what they did was they had built on the existing Ocean 2 Resort and Residences property. And so they've completely refurbished that building, and they're in the process of finalizing the build of the second building, which will be the additional room categories. As I mentioned before with the accommodations, will be 3 different types of categories. I always recommend to our advisors to push the luxury or concierge collection rooms. I'm just going to go back to that for a second. Why I always ask the advisors to push the luxury or concierge collection rooms is because there is a host of amenities that will come with these incredible room categories, and they will go up to 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom accommodations. Many will also have the opportunity to connect as well. As I mentioned before with the dining outlets, so excited that they are increasing the amount of dining on site. And the one that I'm most excited about is the bottom left-hand corner photo. That is the Oro restaurant, which will be on the 9th floor. Oro is Spanish for gold. This will have 260-degree views of the coastline. Very excited for that. And then, of course, the Aqua Spa, which will have the first of its kind in Barbados hammam experience. So again, super excited to bring this product to Barbados and to our amazing advisors. Quick overview of Port Ferdinand and St. Peter's Bay. I know all of you pretty much know these 2 amazing villa resorts. They are up on the west coast, the Platinum Coast of Barbados, just around Speightstown and just north of Holetown, about an hour away from the Grantley Adams International Airport. Port Ferdinand, showing here, is a 5-star villa resort. So all of the accommodations are full villa penthouse style. They go from 1, 2, or 3 bedroom, full kitchens, washer, dryer, living area, en-suite bathrooms within the bedrooms. Again, really good for the client that is perhaps used to a villa accommodation or villa experience, and they want the amenities of a 5-star resort built into their stay. So they can have all types of private staffing that they would at a regular villa. If they want butler service, private chef service, we do offer daily housekeeping and turn down. That is included in the rate. We also have some rooms that have the private pools as well if they want something a little extra special, but really good, especially around holiday travel for larger groups, if those that really want to entertain as well. We currently have two on-site dining options. So this one is called Quarter Deck. This is our sort of brick oven pizza, burger, salad. This is where one of our swimming pools is located as well. It's a really nice central hub of the property here. So open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner daily. Then of course we have Dockside, which is our fine dining option. We have a full sushi and raw bar here. Really nice craft cocktail and extensive wine list as well. Some more amenities that the clients will have is a Sandbox Tree Spa. There's 3 treatment rooms here. They use the Bamford Spa product line. This is an organic spa product line out of London. So it's a really nice way for them to veg out and relax. They can also do spa treatments within their own villa suite if they'd like. We have indoor, outdoor kids activity space areas as well for the families, as an adults games room. So while the concierge can set up personal tea times for guests, we also have the indoor golf simulator if they'd like to take a practice swing before they head out. We have an indoor pool table, darts, and flat screen TV. The beach and water sports. So a lot of feedback on Port Ferdinand is that because we have the beautiful marina in the center of the property, that we don't have beach or beach access. This is our beautiful beach, and we have full beach service, loungers, umbrellas. We also have the beach club there as well. So guests will have full access to that. It's a very quick walk out to the beach. And if they would like us to drive them out via a golf cart, it will take less than 1 minute to get from their suite to the beach. This is another great view of what that looks like as well. And again, when Port Ferdinand was built, it was actually built with the boater in mind, right? So we have a lot of clients who have their own private boats and yachts. And that also means that if a guest would like to rent one out, whether it's a catamaran, powerboat, etc., they can do so, and it will be available to them right from their suite. We also have the water taxi, which is a complimentary service sun up to sundown that will take them down the coast. We also include a complimentary swim and snorkel with the turtles experience for guests, and it will also take them complimentary to St. Peter's Bay, which is the sister property of Port Ferdinand. These are also villa style accommodations, and this is directly on the beachfront. So I would say when you are qualifying your clients, definitely for the younger children, St. Peter's Bay obviously is really good for the ones, especially infants, 2 years, 5 years, and Port Ferdinand's really good for the older kids. I think that they really like to tend to go more towards there because it's a little bit more contemporary, a little bit more Miami Beach chic. St. Peter's Bay is a little bit more old world Caribbean. So it really is just dependent on the guest taste. But one of the most popular accommodations here is the penthouse units. We have a few of these. They're 5 bedroom, 6 bathroom, 6,000 square foot, fully floor unit. So that means that if it is a family up to 12, they can sleep here all together, play together. It is a really fantastic experience. It's a 2-floor penthouse. Up on the rooftop, they have the private sunbathing area, the barbecue, and of course a plunge pool to take a dip from the sun. There is 1 restaurant on site here, so combined total of 3 restaurants between both villa resorts that the clients can have access to. But don't forget, they are on that west coast. They are not far away from dining outlets, shopping, and nightlife. Last but not least, Sea-Doo's Luxury Catamaran Company by Warren Yachting. So these are beautiful catamarans and power boats that are designed to give your clients a private experience. I will play this video, hopefully that you will see it. So what's really great about Sea-Deuce is they have a fleet of catamarans and powerboats. And so again, privately chartered experience, completely commissionable to you, and it is a great day out on the water or a sunset experience. My favorite is actually the powerboats. They're called Ecstasy and Serenity. And basically wherever your clients are staying up and down the coast, they will pick them up, take them for a really lovely boat ride, cocktails, canapes, and then they will take them for a dock and dine experience. So there are some amazing dining outlets on that west coast of Barbados where we will pull them right up to the beach sand. They can hop off, have a really great dining option, and then head back. It's a really great VIP way to enjoy the destination.